going on? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, YouTube? Now, let me get about this driveway right quick, because I got something on my chest I need to speak about. Let me get out this driveway so I can straighten up, so I can get to my rant. My rant today, man. Shedeur Sanders. Bull crap. I sit here and watch this draft, and I seen so many potential spots for Shedeur to go, and for him not to get picked in this draft in the first round is ridiculous. Cam Ward is a given. You know what I'm saying? I know he was gonna be the first quarterback. How they was talking about him, really at the end of the season, they had Shedeur at number 1. But having Shedeur at number 2, I didn't really look at that too funny, because I would look at Cam Ward playing in the ACC, a harder conference. So I can kind of understand that, and I think with his mobility, big arm he has, I didn't have no problem with him switching with Shedeur, him going number 1 and Shedeur going number 2. But as I'm watching the draft, it's getting sillier and sillier. Like, okay, he didn't go to the Titans. That's number 1 pick. He didn't go to the Browns because the Browns traded down and the Jaguars traded up so they can get Travis Hunter. Understood. Even the guy from Penn State, understood. I can understand all that. Even at number 3, I would have took the Giants. But I thought when the Browns and the Giants came back around, they was coming to draft Shedeur. But I'm watching the draft more and more, and some of these picks are just getting kind of crazy. Even when they get down to the Pittsburgh, I'm thinking, at least he's about to go to Pittsburgh. They don't even got a quarterback right now. Gets to Pittsburgh, he don't get picked. So I'm thinking, oh man, I don't know who's gonna get him, because the rest of the teams at the bottom really don't need quarterbacks. You got the Kansas Cities, the Philadelphia Eagles, you got the Baltimore, the Bills. I know they not drafting a quarterback unless you just getting a quarterback to set them behind this quarterback. But all them quarterbacks is young, you know what I'm saying? So I know they're not getting any quarterbacks. So after the Pittsburgh pick, I'm thinking, is they really finna make this guy not get drafted in the first round? And like, is you really finna try to punish him for no reason? Like, when all the work he done and all the work he done put in, he deserves to be in the first round. And more I start watching the draft, I start getting upset. Because at the end of the season, they was hyping Shedeur up. I watched Colorado games. I watched a lot of Colorado games. You know what I'm saying? And what he was doing with that team, he even won the Johnny Unitas Award. But what he was doing with Colorado, they was getting better every year. And the route he went through, having the daddy he had, he went through Jackson State. I've been watching Shedeur since he was in high school. He went through Jackson State. Then he come to Colorado, a university that only won 1 game the year before they get there. And each year, they was making progress. But now, end of the season, he's going to be the 1-2 people coming off the draft board. I'm like, they was even putting him in front of Travis. They was like, Travis probably going to go number 3. They're going to be the 2 top quarterbacks, Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. I'm watching this draft. Man, I start feeling embarrassed. I start feeling angry. I started feeling I had all kind of emotions going on for this young man. Because what they did to this guy, and how they embarrassed him, he didn't deserve that. And you can say, oh, I'm overreacting, man. It's a lot of quarterbacks that didn't get drafted in the first round, and they end up being great and great careers. You can look at Tom Brady and all that. No, I'm not talking about this. This is not a heavy quarterback draft where you had the options like that. You know what I'm saying? But if I had a pick, I would have took Shedeur. I watched Shedeur sit up in the pocket and get sacked over and over again. He never got up off the field. He never said anything to his teammates. He never showed up nobody. He never got in nobody's face. He never complained. He just went out there for the next play over and over again. He didn't have no running game, and he still threw for 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns. And we ain't giving this guy no respect. Like, oh yeah, it ain't nothing. It's a lot. It happened to a lot of people. No, that just because it happened to a lot of people don't mean it has to happen. This man didn't put in the work. He didn't play no more football. So what are y'all judging? What are y'all judging? What now? He go from being probably the number 1 pick to falling out the first round? What kind of tape y'all watched, because he didn't play no more football. So I want to know what tape people watched to come up with this, oh, he's not good enough now. Like when he was just, might be the first pick, him and Cam Ward, and now all of a sudden he's not good enough now. How you don't play no more football and then you get worse? And then what really got me is Dart. You know what I'm saying? I watched the Giants trade back up, and they had to pick something. Okay, now he about to go, and they picked Dart. Man, that SEC is so overrated, especially if you're an SEC player playing for Ole Miss. Like, man, ain't nobody talking about no Ole Miss, man. You know what I'm saying? It just, I think Shedeur Sanders didn't get drafted in the first round because they tried to humble this guy. But what are they humbling him for? Like, what did he do? Like, what law did he break? What did he do wrong? How many times have he been arrested? You know what I'm saying? What did he do wrong? Like, y'all trying to punish the guy because he grew up with a dad, a famous dad, a great, one of the, probably the best football player of all times. So that's why y'all punishing him, just because y'all can't get at his dad. So y'all come back around and try to get at him. Like, what did he do wrong? Because he wear his hat backwards, and he got a necklace on. He got a big old chain, and he flashy, and he confidence, which y'all perceive as arrogance. Like, why a person can't be confident? I watched Baker Mayfield be confident. I watched Johnny Manziel be confident. Why we can't be confident? Why when you got a certain kind of aura and a confidence to you? Like, I'm walking in these meetings. I don't need y'all. I come from a rich family. My daddy is straight. I'm straight. I'm sitting there and I'm still putting in the work. I'm coming from the ground up. He haven't been given nothing. Everything he been doing, he been working. I watch how he helps his wide receivers. I watch how he talk. He's never bashing this guy. This dude had a Pat Shermer, NFL coach, as his offensive coordinator in college. So if you don't think he understands how to play how to be a professional quarterback, you are tripping. Like playing a pro style offense, you know what I'm saying? Didn't have no running game. Out there getting killed and he's not complaining. He's out there slanging the ball and still doing his thing. I feel like that was more of an embarrassment. I felt bad. I felt embarrassed. And I watched what he said at the end, where he was like, you know, about, you know, he believed in God and all this, and whatever happens, happen. But man, I could tell on this young man's face how embarrassed it was. You know, how he was hurt. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they try to take this is a moment. Okay, you can go in the second round, third round, still get drafted, still have a great career. But dog, you took a moment from a person. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool to take a moment from a person. You know what I'm saying? This guy worked hard, studied, out there did everything he had to do to get where he had to get. And then when he leave everything on tape, I can't do nothing else. Y'all look at my tape and judge me off that. And it's the judgment y'all came from that. Like, it's getting to the point where it's you trying to humble the guy because it's arrogance, because he walk in the room and make you feel little. How you an executive and he makes you feel little because he walk in the room with confidence? Like, if you grow up with your daddy is Deion Sanders, one of the most cocky, confident dudes you'll ever meet in your life. And that's his dad. Like, this who raised him. That's who we come up under. So he's gonna have a certain kind of aura about himself, like where he's not gonna doubt himself. And I'd rather my quarterback be confident than not confident. I just don't understand how, and I just don't understand how this dude didn't get drafted in the first round. I just don't understand. Even though two quarterbacks went in the first round, he should have been one of them. That's all I'm saying. And for this dude to have how he keep bringing back these programs, making these programs better, showing leadership, doing what he done. I have never heard nothing bad about him. You never heard nothing bad about Shedeur until it was time to analyze him. And then all this stuff coming out about it's the worst interview of all times. All them dudes are buddies, man. All these dudes talk, man. You don't think a lot of these teams linked up and told him he got a bad attitude? Like, you don't think that carry weight if this person speak to this person and he speak to his friend, and this one executive talk to this one executive? You don't think they're gonna pay attention to stuff like that? Like they're gonna rock with that? That's a good old boys club, man. We know how that work, man. The same thing with Colin Kaepernick. The same thing. And I was more disappointed, man, when they got to Pittsburgh and they didn't get him. Now, you ain't got no quarterback, bro. You ain't got no quarterback. Look at your quarterback. You're not going to take a chance on a dude that show you he win. A dude showing you he fights. He stay in the pocket. He's a leader. Dude was getting trained by Tom Brady at one time, man. Like, this is ridiculous, man. But I just didn't like how it ain't about the talent. Because why y'all bringing up all this off the field stuff? I watched the faculty earlier this morning and to watch how Emmanuel Acho talked about, he's trying to break it down in a way where he give him a reason why they picked this guy. Man, they ain't got nothing to do with that. Ain't nobody said no Dart was better than no Shedeur. Nobody didn't even hear about this guy to the last, man. I don't want to hear about that. And you got the Daniels dudes on there talking about he was just, Dart was better than him. I'm watching First Take. I don't know what Marcus Spears and Dan Orlovsky talking about. One time I'm just really on Stephen A. team today. Cause you can try to make all these excuses you want to say. You can try to say all this crap what you want to say about what he didn't do and what he could have did better. And at the end of the day, everybody's just making excuses, man. That's just a big excuse. This dude did everything he had to do, played his butt off, and then gave y'all the tape. And this is what y'all took from the tape. Y'all took this guy moment away from him, and I'm just not rocking with that. I just don't feel good about that. And I just don't feel like, man, we should try to, I said that the other day, man. Sometimes we take our own fears and we dump them on everybody else. Like, I'm supposed to be not confident. Like, I'm not supposed to be confident because you're not confident in yourself. And I feel like they took a night from Shedeur that should have been great. He was right there with his family celebrating, and his brothers and them right there trying to make him feel better, trying to hold him down and just watch his man face. Like, he was trying to laugh and play it off and all that. But, man, that hurts. And it's a certain kind of passion this guy plays football with, and he should have been rewarded. And I feel like what they took from him wasn't right. And that's just how I feel. And I know I sound hype and I sound like I'm ranting. I'm mad. I am mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little mad because they took a moment from this guy when he worked hard. Like, he didn't ask nobody to give him nothing. Everything he did, he earned. And he thought what he laid down on the field was good enough. And these dudes took that from him because they talking about off the field things. But you can't say nothing off the field. This dude don't get in no trouble. None of that. You know, it's just his dad y'all don't like. And y'all couldn't get his dad because he was so great. So now you trying to come back and get his son. And I hope Shedeur end up having one of the greatest careers of all time and end up showing these dudes. Because it seems like we the only one that have to prove ourselves all the time. And I'm tired of seeing that, man. But tell me how y'all feel about the Shedeur. I don't even know what to call it. Just tell me how y'all feel about the situation, man. Like, comment, subscribe on my video, man. I'm out. And I'm sorry if I'm a little angry, but I am. I can't even play it off. I'm out.